diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it back. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point and the time. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Looking to throw, it's Meredith. Hauls it in. Got a little space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
That's caught. It's Montgomery. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Dumps it off in the flats. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
The Hoosiers are threatening on first and goal. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, we've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to pound their way in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
It's good. The lead is now 4 here in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And the seam on the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Meredith. Oh, he wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Looking deep down the right side. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. It'll be a draw. Plows through the defense. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air on second and short. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Buys a little extra time. He breaks a tackle. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
The give on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Here's the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. So here comes the Michigan offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
On second and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling right and going deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now on first down from the 30. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hurley. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Meredith. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Fights off a defender. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
On the play. First down for the offense.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Foster. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Base 27, John. Base 27, John.
Back to throw, it's Meredith. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Locke. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
1-4 satellite. Jerk.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
48, Indiana 24.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
Runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. The play action fake. He's got it. 1st down and more. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. To the air, it's Meredith. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Luck. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Might be changing the route. Wants to pass. Got a man. It's Hope. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for room. It's Hope. Can't get him. And another broken tackle.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hope. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Meredith. A little release to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds. downs, they'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Luck. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Going to the ground. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Now the play fake. He rifles one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
To throw, it's Meredith. Makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, so I guess at least they've got that going for them.
Michigan, 62.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab down the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over.
He uncorks one deep. Caught at the 25. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Indiana! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's past the 30. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Let's see what they've got on second down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Meredith. Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. So now it's second and long. And the quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.